Hi guys, how are you today? I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining me here in my garden as I'm working from home. I hope that you're enjoying learning from home too. Well, let's go outside and explore, shall we? The sun is shining, the sky is blue. There's not too many clouds in the sky today. And even if there were, it's fun to see what pattern the clouds are. Have you ever laid down on the grass and watched the clouds float by? I wonder if you can see the big dark clouds, or if you can see the light wispy ones. Can you hear the birds? Can you hear the little birds as they flutter? Can you see them as they're building their nest? Can you hear the big birds? Are they chasing anything? Or are the silly galahs being hilarious? Have you seen those crazy cockatoos? They are insane, but they are having fun. So that's what we're going to do here in the garden. And then we're going to have a look at our compost. We're going to have a look if we can find any of our little garden friends. Maybe you could find some earthworms. Maybe we could go exploring. Maybe we could go on an investigation. Could you see any ladybugs? Can you see any spiders? Can you see any bees? Or are you quite happy just to be in the garden? I'm a little bit hungry, so we might go and see if we can find something to eat. And if we can't find too much to eat, we might see if we can plant some. I wonder if our lettuce has grown from last week. You never know. So let's go and have a look, shall we? All right. So as you can see, I haven't had time to weed and to prune yet, but that's on the task to do. We've always got tasks to do, but we just do what we can when we can, and we do our best. So as you can see, those little cheeky birds have been in my garden, and after we planted last week, they tried to dig everything up, and I lost some of the seedlings. They pecked and they pecked and they pecked, so I had to cover the garden all up. And we had a frost as well, which we don't normally get here, but we did have to protect it with some frost cover. So let's have a look at our beetroot. Can you see our carrots? I can't see too many. There we go. They're still there. That's good. I know that the birds dug up quite a few and I tried to replant them. We've got some beetroot. Some of those have been dug up too. We've still got our snapdragons there. We've got our sorrel and our chives. And look, we've got some mint. No, the seedlings haven't come up yet. I know the cheeky birds were digging in here. We've got some celery, it's growing quite well. And the lettuce. The lettuce isn't big enough to eat yet. Oh, I have to do something else. In the meantime, I might sow some more seeds so that I have a good run of seedlings that are ready to harvest and to eat and then to continue growing. We'll do some succession planting. We have some celery over here. But it's looking a little bit dry. I wonder if there are some worms. Remember how we put the worms in here? I wonder if we can find our little garden friends. Sometimes they're not there and we can't see them. And sometimes that makes us sad. But we know that our friends are always there for us, even if we can't see them at the moment. Maybe we could write to them. Maybe we could just communicate in different ways. Aha. There are our friends. Hello, wormies. Hello, Bob. Hello, Phil. I wonder what you might name a worm. Would you name it Bob? Or would you name it something different? I hope that you can think of an interesting name. Let's tuck them back in. Bye, friends. I can hear the birds. Can you hear that? The birds are calling. When we're quiet in the garden, when we're quiet outside, we can hear things. We can smell things. We can feel things. The garden is a great place just to be, as well as to be active and to have some fun. So over here, we can have a look and see in my basket what we might get up to today. I've got my cup of tea brewing, and I even have a cuppa for you. So we might let that brew. Let's have a look. We've got some lemon verbena going in there. And I've even got a cup for you. Do you guys like to have a tea outside? What about a tea party? Or even some water? I've got my lunch here as well. I'm having a rainbow lunch. Do you like lots of bright colours? Each colour has different nutrients and different vitamins, so it's really important to have variety. We even got some pumpkin seeds on there, and some beetroot, some cucumber, tomato and corn, and my quinoa salad. So in my basket here, I've got some new ingredients, and I've got some things for an experiment. So I might do experimenting with the jars today, recycling those. And this is my experiment from last week. I wanted to see if I could make some bean sprouts, but I wanted to see if I could have a race. Now I put the same amount of beans in the jars at the same time, but the only difference was I used boiling water when I did the bean sprouts, and I did cold water. I rinsed them both twice a day, and these are 3 days old. What do you think? Which jar do you think is the winner? Is it this one? The beans have started to sprout, but they're not quite sprouted yet. Or is it this one, where they've got long tails on the sprouts? Which one do you think I use boiling water on? Well, I'll tell you. It's this one, is the cold water. Can you believe it? I would have thought that the boiling water would make them, and the hot water would make them grow faster, but it didn't. Slow and steady wins the race. So I'm going to actually add some of our bean sprouts to my lunch. I wonder what else we could use bean sprouts for. Maybe we could put them on a sandwich. Maybe we could put them in the rice paper rolls. I wonder what you would eat them. Sometimes I just eat them on a plate. Let's have a look in our basket. What else we got? We've got some fresh lemons. That's delicious. So when I don't have lemons, I use the lemon verbena, just like in my tea here. So we'll pop that on. Keep that nice and warm. That's seeping. I've got some bok choy here for dinner. I've got some celery. Oh, it's an interesting basket. And I've got a leek. Now, I wonder what we could do with those in the garden. I wonder, maybe we could regrow them. Maybe we can grow them faster than they could with seed. Like these. These are my spring onions. So the spring onions here are only, well, this one is about 2 weeks old. Same with this one. This one I cut and I put back in the container. And this one is only 1 day old. Look how much it has grown. That is almost a centimetre in one night. And this is my leek that I put in water. Whoa, I can't even put that on the screen. That is bigger than my hand. Have a look at that. That has regrown in just 3 weeks. So I'm actually going to plant that out now. And then I think I'll be able to harvest it in another 3 weeks. So we have gone from this to this with beautiful roots and new growth in just 2 weeks. Imagine how we can continue to grow if we just focus and keep hydrated and have nutrients. Oh, we could grow big, big, big and strong. So remember, when you're planning your food and your snacks, to remember to eat some healthy snacks as well. To eat a rainbow diet. Now I'm going to add my mung beans straight into my lunch before I get into my activities, because I'm getting a little bit hungry. Then after lunch we'll have a break and we'll get back into it. So I can't wait to see you as we continue to learn, grow and blossom. Have a great day.